How are we doing, Sharkies? How are we doing? Let's get rid of Carl's notes here. Can you hear me? Microphone was probably made in China.
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah. Fortunately, you probably don't want to. So this segment that I'm going to do, I like to call the "What the fuck" segment, because it's a lot of these topics are things that make you go, "What the fuck." And the first one is, I've about had it with all of these Republican, conservative, red-blooded Americans that are obsessed with the flag and standing for the anthem. And don't get me wrong, I love this country. I love everything it used to stand for. I love the freedoms we all used to have. And I love this flag. I wouldn't want to live in this country at any other time, wouldn't want it any other different way. But these are the same people that will put down and bitch about Colin Kaepernick and stick up on Donald Trump's side because he took a knee for the anthem. But keep in mind, at the same time, these are the same exact people who on 4th of July weekend have no problem wearing the American flag as a thong. They run around shooting off fireworks, wearing a flag as a thong. They have napkins and paper cups dressed in theme of the American flag, and what do with them when they're done? They throw them in the fucking trash. If you ask me, that's just a little bit hypocritical. Now, another thing that really concerns me, that makes me say what the fuck every time I see it. I was at the drive-thru the other day at the bank, and I couldn't help but notice that there is Braille on the buttons at the drive-thru. Come on, who is driving to the bank, and it's at McDonald's too, Wendy's has it, Burger King, the new McDonald's down on 7th North Street, they have Braille buttons on the drive-thru. Okay? Okay. I just want you to comprehend that. They have people that are driving blind, and they can put in how much they want to take out from their bank account. And they're driving around blind, and they have Braille buttons. That just boggles my mind. Another thing that makes me say what the fuck is how there's people out there that actually think swimming is a sport. Okay? Swimming is not a sport. It's actually the furthest thing from a sport. You know what swimming is? It's a way to keep from drowning. Okay? It keeps you alive. And people like Michael Phelps, they make millions off of a form of staying alive. And I'm not talking about the Bee Gees. And if you're going to consider swimming an Olympic sport, why isn't stop, dropping, and rolling an Olympic sport? Because that's also a form of staying alive. I think we should have that be an Olympic sport. Set people on fire, and whoever can stop, drop, and roll, and get themselves extinguished the fastest wins a fucking gold medal. This isn't really so much of a what the fuck, but just a question I've always wondered. At a nude beach, are there changing rooms? Or do you drive to the beach naked? In your car? Hi, waiting at the red lights. Hey, hi, how you doing? Or do you just totally get out of your car once you park and strip down naked in front of women and children? I've always wondered that. These are the kind of things that cross my mind when the power goes out. Another thing that I've also been questioning and wondering a lot lately, Google has finally let me down for the first time ever. Usually you can Google whatever you want and get the answers to it. What I want to know is how many people have committed suicide on behalf of Donald Trump since he won on November 8th. I cannot find a single number, not a statistic, not anything out there on Google, no matter how many pages you scroll through. And I genuinely really do want to know how many spineless people let the president drive them to suicide when really everything he does is not going to affect their life at all. What the fuck, number 7? Senior day at the fair. You ever see these people? They're walking along, they get the $1 day. Yeah, I'll see you there. And I'm sure you'll probably see George W. Bush there. You know, he's going to be conniving in different ways, figure out how to sneak in. Because he's not quite sure if 73 years old is considered a seniorizer or a senior citizen. I've also had about enough of assholes on bicycles. You ever see these jagoffs riding around in the middle of the median, and they think that they're on a 4,000-pound piece of metal, and they use signals, turn signals, because basically all they want to do is prove to you that they're not playing with a toy, even though they are. And they drive, and they think they have the right of way. They sit there, you see these pricks waiting at red lights, and they're sitting there, and it's always a husband and wife, And they're in their Lance Armstrong yellow suits, and they're on their super fucking bikes, and they look like total and complete morons. They're grown men on a child's toy. One thing I wonder, before I get close to wrapping it up here tonight, one thing I wonder, and I want opinions on this. Where do you think there is more rape? At the equator or the North Pole?
North Pole.
You think the North Pole? How about you, sir? Where do you think there's more rape? The equator or the North Pole? The equator? Okay. So we got a North Pole and we have an equator. I am fully convinced that there is more rape at the North Pole, but I'll get to that in a second. What happens at the equator is everybody's wandering around in G-strings and Tarzan type suits with the balls hanging out, their tits hanging out, everybody's naked, and everybody's horny, and there's a lot of fucking going on. That's exactly why there's less rape at the equator, because there's a lot of fucking going on. Up at the North Pole in Alaska, everybody's bundled up in 4 layers of sealskin. They haven't seen their wife's tits since the Ronald Reagan administration. These men are pent up, they're deprived. Every now and then they bust out, they're horny, and they have to rape somebody. And that's all I have for tonight. Those are just some what the fuck things that I think about when I'm staring at the wall and doing this. So where do we go from here? Here, Carl Patzer again.
Yes, here for Kinsella. We got a couple more comedians coming up. We got some musicians coming in, and we got our house band up again. This